Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. As usual, this morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. It is just before 6:30 in the morning here, and my neighbor has decided to mow their front lawn, which is definitely out of their normal routine, so my apologies if there's any carryover background noise there. Hopefully they're done soon. Also, don't forget to stop by TipRanks TV to catch the latest episode of Analyze This with 5-star analyst Mark Palmer, who covers the digital asset world. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are back into the green this morning. Currently, Dow futures are up 0.49%, S&P 500 futures up 0.52%, and NASDAQ futures up 0.53%. Shares of MicroStrategy were down after the company posted a $1 billion loss for their second quarter. Following this, Michael Saylor stepped down from his role as CEO. MicroStrategy boasts being one of the world's largest publicly traded corporate owners of Bitcoin, but this has cost the company nearly $1 billion in impairment charges in Q2 related to the slump in Bitcoin prices. Michael Saylor has stepped down from his CEO role effective immediately and will take over the role of executive chairman of the board and executive officer. He'll continue to drive the company's Bitcoin mission as head of the board's investments committee. The stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 80%. Robinhood said that they'll be reducing their headcount by 23%. The company also dropped their Q2 earnings report a day earlier than expected. The layoffs are due to the deterioration of the macro environment, with inflation at 40-year highs, accompanied by a broad crypto market crash. In their early released earnings report, they showed a decline in monthly active users and assets under custody. They reported revenue of $318 million, below the $321 million estimated, but a loss of 34 cents, better than the 37 cents estimated. Analysts rate the Robinhood stock a hold with an average upside of 20%. Robinhood's early released earnings report is a great segue into more earnings reports. As you know, we have a bunch this week. Reporting in the pre-market this morning, we heard from Moderna. They posted results well ahead of analyst estimates. They reported Q2 earnings of $5.24 per share, outpacing the estimates of $4.50. Revenue grew over 9% year over year to $4.7 billion, comfortably passing the estimates of $4.2 billion. Analysts rate the Moderna stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 34%. Also coming in ahead of analyst estimates and slightly increasing their future forecasts was CVS. Earnings came in at $2.40 per share, beating estimates of $2.16 per share. Revenue grew 11% year over year to $80.6 billion, also beating the estimates. They're now expecting 2022 earnings of $8.40 to $8.60 per share. Analysts rate the CVS stock a moderate buy with an average upside of about 23%. And also reporting in the pre-market was Enterprise Products Partners. They saw nearly 70% revenue growth year over year. Revenue came in at $16.1 billion, ahead of the estimates of $12 billion, while earnings per share came in at 64 cents, 1 cent higher than analyst estimates. The stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of 21%. In the after hours last night, we had a lot of big names reporting. Some of those highlights included AMD. Now, the company did post better than expected results, but their future forecast fell short of expectations. Advanced Micro Devices said that deteriorating demand in overall PC market is the reason behind their lower revenue guidance. Their earnings per share came in at $1.05, 2 cents ahead of the estimates, while revenue came in at $6.6 billion, above the estimates of $6.53 billion. Analysts currently rate the AMD stock a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 25%. We also heard from PayPal, who came in ahead of analyst expectations on earnings and announced a new $15 billion share repurchase authorization. Revenue came in line with expectations at $6.8 billion. When adjusting for a tax charge and a net loss in the company's strategic investment portfolio, PayPal earned 93 cents per share, ahead of the 87 cents expected by analysts. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 21%. And we heard from Warren Buffett's recent favorite, Occidental Petroleum. The company beat analyst expectations on earnings and paid down nearly $5 billion in debt. They reported adjusted earnings per share of $3.16, above the estimates of $3.03 and a drastic increase from the 32 cents earned in the year-ago period. Analysts currently rate their stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 15%. Other big names from last night included Airbnb, Starbucks, and SoFi Technologies. The after hours today will be busy with companies like Lucid Motors, Marathon Oil, Energy Transfer, Mercado Libre, and eBay. Now let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Alnylam Pharma after their phase 3 trial of a heart disease drug had positive top-line results. Under the ticker ALNY, the stock is up 46%. They're followed by AMTD Idea Group under the ticker AMTD, up over 26%, and Lionheart Acquisition 2 under the ticker MSTR, up nearly 17%. Our biggest losers this morning were led by the Match Group after their earnings results where they had much lower than expected future forecasts. Under the ticker MTCH, the stock is down 21%. They're followed by Horizon Therapeutics under the ticker HCNP, down over 19%, and Artisan Partners under APAM, down 12.5%. So that is going to be everything for Wednesday's pre-market morning update, bringing you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. I am so sorry about any background noise. The neighbor is now doing the weed whacking, which I think is even louder than the mowing was, so my apologies for that this morning, but I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you back here next time.